Hey everyone, my name's Phil Fox.
And I'm KFC Dad. Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and it's the Premier League predictions, week number
16.
As always, Wesley Schnauzer will be on the show as well. Special guest Wesley Schnauzer. He will be giving his predictions for the Premier League predictions, week number 16. What are you, Wes? Hey? What are you trying to say, yeah? You're looking forward to it? Okay. Alright, well, don't be shy, okay? Before we do anything else, though, let's look at the scores from last week. So, in the lead is still going ahead is KFC Dad with 113 points. In second place and taken over from Mind the Silver Fox is Wesley Schnauzer. He's got 80 points. And what have you got, Mind the Silver Fox?
76.
He's got 76. He's fallen down the pecking order and he is third place now.
Not doing very well.
He's not doing very well at all. So that's the scores from last week. Game number 1 is
Arsenal versus the Toffees, Everton.
Yes, Arsenal versus Everton. Now Arsenal, at the time of filming this, they're playing right now, aren't they?
In the Champions League.
In the Champions League against Monaco. Is that at home or away?
At the Emirates.
At the Emirates. So Arsenal sit third in the league at the moment. They haven't lost in their last 5 games. I think they've got their mojo back because they've won 3 and drawn 2 in their last 5 games. Right, so and Everton sit one place above Leicester in sort of what is it, 15th?
Leicester about 16th.
In their last game, Everton, they beat Wolves 4-0.
Yeah, their last game, Merseyside derby, got cancelled.
Yeah, the last game they played, they won 4-0, but the Merseyside derby did get cancelled, so that will be played out later. So they played 1 game less than everybody else.
I'm saying Arsenal to win this one, 2-1.
2-1. You're going Arsenal 2-1. What have I gone for? I've gone for an Arsenal win as well. I've gone for a 3-1 Arsenal win.
You're going to the Gooner?
Yeah, I'm going for Gooners to win that one.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, give us your prediction now, mate.
Arsenal versus Everton. Arsenal seem to have got their mojo back and haven't lost in their last 5 games. They sit third in the league at the moment. Everton, they won their last game 4-0 against Wolves, but I can't see Everton getting anything from this game. I'm going to go a 2-0 win for Arsenal.
Game number 2 is
Liverpool versus Fulham.
Yeah, Liverpool versus Fulham. Now, Liverpool, they played last night, didn't they? In the Champions League.
Against Girona.
And they scored
1-0.
Score was 1-0, so they won 1-0.
Mo Salah scored it.
He's on fire, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they sit top of the league at the moment, drawing their last game against Newcastle, a 6-goal thriller.
Yes, 3-3.
3-3. So, you know, that's their first drawing up in like about 5 or 6 games.
And
before that,
they lost against Forest 1-0.
No, that was long time ago. Before that, they had about 4 games unbeaten.
They're doing really well this season.
They are. Well, they're the title contenders, aren't they? They've got how many? 35 points, and the next nearest Chelsea with 31 points, with 4 points behind them. So they've got a little bit of a cushion there. Well, Fulham are doing well as well. You know, they're doing okay. They drew their last game.
And also won.
They won before that, and then they drew before that.
And they lost 1.
And their last game was against 1-1 against Arsenal, which is an admirable draw.
A huge draw for them.
Yeah, Emil Smith Rowe going back to the Emirates.
No, at home against Arsenal.
At home? Yeah. Okay, at the Cottage.
Yeah, it's...
Right, so what are you predicting for this one?
I'm going to 1 Liverpool. Mo Salah score again to be on fire.
2-1 Liverpool. I'm going to go the same as you, I think. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool as well.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, your prediction, please.
Top of the league, Liverpool against Fulham. 2 very good sides, but I can only see 1 winner in this. Liverpool seem to be very strong, and Mo Salah is scoring goals for fun. It's 1-0 Liverpool for me against Fulham.
Game number 3 is
Newcastle versus Leicester City.
now. We will be going to this one, won't we?
It'll be free.
And there will be a match day vlog as well.
Yes, I'm very excited.
We are. Right, so let's see. Newcastle are a bit
Hit miss.
Yeah, they are a bit hit and miss. They got a good draw against Liverpool, and then after that, what happened after that? They
lost 4-2 against Brentford.
4-2 against Brentford. Yeah, well, no one's going to beat Brentford at home at this time. They've won, I think, all their games apart from one there where they drew, so they haven't lost at home, Brentford. But we'll come to them in a bit. Yeah, Newcastle hit and miss. So you don't know which kind of Newcastle's going to come out and play. Leicester City. So in the last game,
we didn't get no loss. That's the problem.
well, since the new manager Van Nistelrooy has come into the Fox's den, he sorted it out. Well, he's in my opinion, he's united the players and the fans. I mean, we were in the hospitality in the last game against Brighton, and I've never seen so limbs in the hospitality. It was funny. I mean, it was good. We were down and out, 2-0 down against Brighton, and
we came back.
We didn't look like no way back, but we come back. I think it started when Brighton started singing something about Jamie Vardy, and when you start singing those songs about Jamie Vardy, it riles him up, and he scored and he assisted, and we only had 8 or 10 minutes left.
And then Brighton fans were singing, "Oh, we're going to Champions League."
Yes, they were singing that.
What happened?
I know. Well, anyway, we don't want to be smug about it. We've got a good draw, and previous to that, we've got a good win, and that is very good for us because we're now 5 points above the drop zone, and we can start building on that. So on this one, what are you going to go for?
What are you going for, KFC Dad?
You go first.
I'm getting clean sheet out here. I'm playing 2-0 to win Leicester City.
2-0 to Leicester City. I think Newcastle got a lot of good players, and they'll be very tough. Like I said, they're hit and miss. They could turn up, and then they won't. I'm going to go for a Leicester win as well. I'm going to go 2-1 to Leicester.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, what's your prediction for this one?
Newcastle United versus my team, Leicester City. I think this will be a tough game for Leicester City. They haven't lost their last 2 games under Van Nistelrooy, but I think this will be a little bit too tough, and I'm going to go, unfortunately, a 2-1 win for Newcastle United. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Leicester get something from this game.
Game number 4 is
Wolves against Ipswich Town.
Yes, this is a real 6-pointer at the bottom of the league. Wolves against Ipswich Town. Now,
both teams are not doing very well.
No, they're not. They're both in the relegation zone, and they're both not doing that great. Both lost 3 in a row. Wolves manager Gary O'Neill's probably on the brink of being dismissed.
Getting sacked.
I don't think that will happen to Kieran McKenna. In patches, Ipswich have played well, just not got the run of the luck, and and won their game. So they do play well, but it's been a tough season for them in the Premier League.
And for Ipswich, well,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ipswich, you plonker. Wolves.
Let's do a hit miss as well.
Yeah, they have been, but I think I got more optimism on Leicester with Van Nistelrooy coming in. But go back to Wolves. Wolves, they're not doing that great. They do have some good players, but they did sell some of their best players in the transfer window in the summer, and they haven't really replaced those players, I don't think.
Well, they haven't.
So it's going to be a big game, this one, and I can't decide who's going to win it. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
You know where I'm going for, Dad? A Desmond 2-2 draw.
You're going for a draw as well, Desmond. Okay, so let's go over to Schnauzer Palace and see what Schnauzer can say about it.
He's thinking about it.
Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Ipswich Town, two teams near the bottom who are desperate for a win, and I think one of them will get a win. I'm going to say Ipswich Town to win this one 2-1. I think they'll have a little bit more than the Wolves will have.
Game number 5 is...
It's Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa.
No, it's Nottingham Forest versus the Villa.
The Villa.
Yes, Nottingham Forest versus the Villa. Right, Nottingham Forest sit 5th in the league. They're up there in the heady heights of the top 6 and are doing well in their last game.
2 years ago, we were like that.
We were, well, more than 2 years, 3 years ago. But who did they beat in their last game?
Manchester United.
They did. They beat Manchester United 3-2. And Chris Wood, he scored, I don't know, what is it, 25
goals
already? So, yeah, he's on fire. Chris Wood is on fire.
Yes, we were like that.
Wood fire. Yeah, anyway. Right, so they're doing very well. You know, Nuno Espirito Santos has done very well for them, and yeah.
Do you think they will get Champions League or Europa Conference?
I think they'll get Europa.
You know, be sharp. Man City might drop and probably nick it.
Well, yeah. Aston Villa, the Villa have picked up again now. They played in Champions League yesterday, didn't they?
Yes.
And they won
3-2.
Yeah, so
against Rebel Leipzig.
Yeah, so they've won their last 3 games, and they sit where they're 6th. So they're one place below Nottingham Forest. So it's kind of like 2 evenly matched teams. But I think Villa have, you know, an extra thing where they're playing in Europe. So I don't know if
they're gonna make them tired.
It might do. I don't know. But what
are you going for, KFC Dad?
My prediction for this one is a Desmond, a 2-2 draw.
I don't like that. I'm saying 3-1 to Nottingham Forest.
3-1 to Nottingham Forest. You think the Villa's gonna lose?
Yes, and also Forest are absolutely good at home, Dad.
They are. You're right. Yeah, they are. I forgot about that. They made it into a fortress, haven't they?
Yes. We're going to the little Wesley Schnauzer.
Okay, Mr. Schnauzer, what's your Forest versus the Villa?
What are you going to say
prediction,
about that?
mate?
Prediction, my mate.
Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa, 2 very good teams in the Premier League, sitting 5th and 6th in the league. Nottingham Forest won their last game against Manchester United, and Villa have been playing in the Champions League, and they also won. They won 3-2 against RB Leipzig. So I think this is a tough game, and I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, a Desmond.
It's Brighton Albion versus the Seagulls.
Yes.
Crystal Palace.
Brighton versus Crystal Palace. So we know about Brighton, don't they? Leicester played against Brighton at the King Power Stadium on Sunday, and they were cruising 2-0 up. And it came to about the 80th minute. They sang a song, and then Jamie Vardy did his bit and came back. We came back to 2-2. Before that, they lost to Fulham, didn't they?
2-1.
Yeah, and before that they drew. So they're having a mini little blip, Brighton.
But Luke, my mate, Brighton front blocker, he said he was shocked.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was nice to see him on Sunday, and get on the vlogs. But it was good. It was good, yeah. So Crystal Palace have climbed out of the relegation zone. They sit just above.
They got 3 draws and 1-1.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, so they haven't lost in their last 4 games, Crystal Palace, and they had was it a 2-2 draw or 1-1 draw?
2-2 draw, yeah.
Yeah, against the champions in their last game. So that's not to be stiffed at, that one. And so it'll be a tough game for Brighton. They have picked up Crystal Palace. So what is your prediction for this?
2-1 to the Albion at home at the Amex.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same as you, 2-1. And let's not forget, they are big rivals. So it's going to be a tasty fixture, this one. Big rivals, Brighton and Palace.
What about the Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, what's your prediction for this, mate?
Can you give me a little bark? Woof, woof.
Brighton and Hove Albion versus Crystal Palace. Two rivals, and they don't really like each other that much. Brighton and Hove Albion drew with my team Leicester City 2-2 after being 2-0 up. Crystal Palace are on the up and out of the relegation zone and haven't lost in their last 4 games. However, I do think Brighton will be too strong, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Brighton and Hove Albion.
Game number 7 is
Manchester City against Manchester United.
Yes, Manchester City against Manchester United, the Manchester Derby.
I thought you were going to say Chitty.
No, the Manchester Derby. And now this is going to be an interesting game because, well, we don't normally say this, but Man United are mid-table at the moment and not doing very well. New managers come in, Ruben Amorim. They've lost their last 2 games.
3-1 against Forest and lost 2-0 against Arsenal.
Yeah, so, you know, he's still finding his feet at Manchester United. And there's turmoil behind the scenes as well. Dan Ashworth, only been there 5 months, has left. So, yeah, it's not a great thing behind the scenes or on the pitch at the moment.
And Manchester United are playing tomorrow in the Europa League.
They are. And Manchester City are playing tonight in the Champions League against
Juve.
Yes. So, yeah. Manchester City haven't done that great either, have they? They've only picked up in the last couple of games a draw and a win.
Yeah, and lost 3.
Yeah, before that. So not going great guns, are they? The draw they had in the last game was against Palace, a team that you would think they would beat, but that's the state of affairs at the moment. So that's why it's difficult to predict this one. What are you going to go for?
I'm saying all day at the Etihad. They're playing at the Etihad. Too strong. I think 3-1 to Manchester.
I'm not going for that because there's still a good side in Manchester United, and I'm going to go for a Desmond. I'm going to go for another 2-2 draw for this one. So that's what we think. What about you, Mr. Schnauzer?
The Manchester Derby, Man City versus Man United. I think this is going to be a tasty game, and Manchester City played tonight in Champions League and lost 2-0 to Juventus. They've not been doing very well at the moment, and I think Man United are not that much better, but I have a feeling that Man United will get the win here, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Manchester United for this Manchester Derby.
Game number 8 is
Chelsea versus Brentford.
Chelsea versus Brentford. Now, high-flying Chelsea sit second in
the league.
Second in the league. Haven't lost in their last 5. Won 4 in a row in their last 4 games.
He beat us.
Enzo is magic.
He's wearing the magic cap.
Yeah, he's doing very, very well for Chelsea. He's got the players. He's got like 2 squads there, hasn't he?
Yes.
And he's got a choice of. But he's a very, very good manager, and that's why he's up there with Chelsea.
I think he's going to catch. I think they're underdogs. I think they will win the league.
Well, they're only 4 points behind Liverpool.
I think they might win the league though.
They've got a chance, haven't they? They're better than anybody else. Right, Brentford. Brentford aren't doing bad either. I mean, they won their last game, didn't they, against Newcastle?
4-2.
Yeah, and I think if it was at Brentford, it would be difficult to say because they haven't lost a game at Community Stadium.
At away game, they're not doing very well.
No, at away games they're not that good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying 3-1 to Chelsea.
3-1 to Chelsea. What have I gone for? I've gone for a Chelsea win as well, and I've gone 2-0 to Chelsea. I think It could be more than that, but I'm gonna go 2-0.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, what's your prediction, mate?
Second in the table, Chelsea versus Brentford. A resilient Brentford at home. However, they are playing Chelsea away, so they're not so strong away. Chelsea are very strong. They haven't lost in their last 5 and won their last 4 in a row and sit second, as I just said. I think Chelsea will win this, and I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to give Brentford a goal because they are good at scoring goals.
Game number 9 is
Southampton versus Tottenham.
yes, bottom of the league. Southampton haven't won in their last 5 games. Got a draw in those last 5 games. And Tottenham, inconsistent mid-table Tottenham. Haven't done very well, have they, at all? And there are shouts for some of their fans that they want the manager out.
And their owners out as well.
Well, they always want the owners out. Tottenham, they've lost their last 2 games, haven't they?
It's embarrassing for them.
It is. What was their last game?
They lost 4-2. No, 4-3 against Chelsea.
That's it, yeah. Yes. Oh, yes, where they were chucking the cups at Cole Palmer and whatever else.
That's wrong.
Yeah, it is. I think they're going to get punished for that. But, yeah, what do you think to this then?
I can see Spurs winning 2-1.
I think Spurs will win 2-1. Well, they are playing Southampton. If they can't beat Southampton at the moment, when Southampton are losing all the time, then
They playing tomorrow as well. Rangers away.
yes, they are. They're in the Europa League.
Yeah, what are you saying, Sandra?
What have you said? 2-1.
Spurs.
2-1 to Spurs. I think Southampton have been playing okay. I think they can. They'll get a goal, and I'm going to say same as you. I'm going to go Spurs 2-1.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, what's your prediction?
Southampton versus Tottenham. Southampton sit bottom of the league and are not doing that great at the moment. They haven't won in their last 5 games. Tottenham in mid-table 11th place are up and down but have lost their last 2 games. Fans are calling for Angie's head and they want to get rid of the manager. And this one, I think Tottenham will lose and Southampton will get their first 3 points for a long time. I'm going to go 1-0 to Southampton.
Okay, so the last game of the weekend is game number 10, and it's on Monday night kickoff, and it is
Bournemouth versus West Ham.
Bournemouth versus West Ham. Yes. Now Bournemouth, they're doing all right. They've picked up.
They've got 3 wins in a row.
Yeah, in the last 3 games, they've ground out some good wins.
They could get in Europa League, Dad.
Well, if they carry on winning, they're climbing up the table. They're doing really well. West Ham got a win in their last game as well, didn't they?
They're 14th. They got a win against Wall 2-1.
Yeah, and in the previous game to that, they lost against us. And yeah, I don't know. They're a bit hit and miss, but they are good because against us they had 31 shots, didn't they?
I've got to say to West Ham player, get well soon to Antonio.
Yes, he was involved in an accident. Get well soon, Antonio. Right.
I met him as well, Dad.
You did.
He's a nice lad. Broke.
What are you going for this game, mate?
I'm going for the Devon for 2-2 draw.
A 2-2 draw. I'm gonna go for a Bournemouth win. Sorry, West Ham fans, but I think Bournemouth are really good at the moment, and I'm gonna go 3-1 to Bournemouth.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, what's your last prediction of the weekend, mate? You what? Okay.
The Monday night kickoff is Bournemouth versus West Ham. West Ham are not doing that great, and Bournemouth they've won their last 3 games in a row, and I can't see West Ham beating Bournemouth in this one. I'm going 2-0 to Bournemouth against the Hammers. Thank you for watching, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. hopefully I can take over behind a silver fox. Oh, wait a minute, I have taken over him, and I am in second place. Let me catch that KFC Dad now.
That concludes all our predictions for week number 16, and thank you for watching, guys.
We got a bit mistaken. We've been doing blips mistaken here.
Right.
Saying stuff like this or here, like Manchester City or something.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the bloopers anymore, but if you like the bloopers, just let us in the comments below and see if we can bring them back, because we did make a lot of bloopers in this one. But we don't put them in. Right, so yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully
We're going to James Park on Saturday.
St James's Park. Yeah, we are, and we'll come back with 3 points.
And come on, Rude. Let's go, Leicester City. Come on. Oh, pass.
Okay, so see you next time. Adios, amigos.
And goodbye, and we have some rest.